good food. Now, change the subject on you, but we're going to stay on the dog theme. I want to bring you up to date on my pets at home. This is something I've touched over the years, little by little. Talking about my dogs and cats at home. I'd like to tell you the latest, what's going on. The one I talked about the earliest and most often was Tippy. Little Tippy. Tippy was a mixed terrier. And Tippy committed suicide about 8 or 9 years ago. Yeah, I've had a lot of dogs do that. Haven't you? Oh, shit, I've had 6 or 7 dogs just run out in front of a truck for no apparent reason. And you can never tell there's anything bothering them beforehand. No sign of turmoil or trouble. You know, they don't show up wearing a Judas Priest t-shirt with a new companion who can't make eye contact. I guess one day they just snap in their little heads. They're snapping. Out they go into traffic in front of a truck and boom. Now we looked at it, we said, well, that's what Tippy wanted to do. That was Tippy's little decision. Who are we to interfere in the plans of a dog? So we just processed our grief and moved along, as so many of us had to do in the 80s. Then we got Annie. Annie was a mixed shepherd. Everything we had was mixed something. Even a lot of people in the family, when I think of it. And some of the livelier ones, too. Annie was supposed to have been a German shepherd, according to my drug-taking friend who gave her to me. You know, he handed me a little puppy, and he said, this is going to be a German shepherd. And I, being full of drugs at the time myself, I said, well, fuck yeah. You can already see the ears. And, of course, it never happened. I used to call her my Austrian shepherd because she never quite made it to the German border. But Annie isn't with us anymore either. Annie had to go away. That's the way we say it at home. That's the only euphemism we allow ourselves. Annie had to go away. It happens, huh? Doesn't it? Yeah. It's part of the deal. Part of the deal. What happens when you get a pet? You have them for a while. They get old. They go away. Just like your grandma. Same shit, different species. What happens to grandma? You have her for a while. She gets old. She goes away. It's inevitable when you buy the pet. You're supposed to know it in the pet shop. It's going to end badly. You're purchasing a small tragedy. So look at him, isn't he cute? Oh shit, he's gonna die! Unless you're in your 80s and you're buying a tortoise. Annie just got old, that's all. Got old, hips started to go. First sign of trouble with Annie, hips. Just like my grandma. Isn't that odd? 2 members of the same family, different species, same symptoms. Makes you think. Maybe not. Even the names were similar, Granny and Annie. Annie got that hip dysplasia. It's kind of a spinal degenerative disease where they can't hold up their hind legs anymore. It's gradual. They start drooping those legs. They start dragging them. Oh, it's a terrible thing to see. It's horrible if you love the dog. They're scraping their legs and everything, just dragging behind them. It's no way to live, and it pisses you off because you wound up with half a goddamn dog. Here's a front end that is perfectly serviceable. Shit, she'd have been a Chevrolet. She could have been rebuilt. You come in the driveway, she'd be sticking out behind a bush. Say, look, she's okay. And then the rest of her would come on, oh, shit. Oh. Gets worse and worse and worse. And there's nothing you can do about it. And finally, it got so bad, Annie couldn't even get out where the trucks were. So I had to intervene on her behalf. I had to get some people to come to the house and essentially whack my dog. We put a contract out on Annie. But we whacked her when she was eating a big plate of pasta like they do in the gangster movies. We knew Annie would like that. So Annie went away, just like my grandma. Actually, it was a little bit different. I believe we whacked my grandma in the beauty salon. But as soon as Andy was gone, we did what a lot of you folks would have done. Well, we got a new dog right away. Don't you do that sometimes to fill the void? You do. You go out and you get a new dog right away. And we got a little guy called Mo, M-O-E, Mo. Mo is a Maltese, first dog we ever had that was all one thing. Ain't nothing inside of Mo except other Maltesers. He's about this big and he's cuter than a dick. Know what I mean? Just as cute as can be. And Mo only has one ball, but he doesn't know that. And he doesn't act like he's got one ball, because Mo humps Vern, and Vern is a male cat. Did you ever have that shit going on in your yard? Not only is it interspecies, it's a homosexual affair as well. The whole neighborhood is just praying there be no children. Because God knows where you send them to school. But he's out there first thing in the morning, he's humping away, you know. He's got a lot of energy for a guy with one ball. You got to give him a lot of credit. He's out there humping away. He's trying to get a little, you know. Well, he's trying to get a lot now that I think of it. And what he's really doing is wearing a hole in the fur on the back end of that goddamn cat. And sometimes he's got so much energy, his feet actually leave the ground. And he's airborne on Vern. He's trying to hold on to cat hair with dog paws and keep it in at the same time. And Vern could care less. Vern will give you a look like this while he's getting fucked in the ass. Did you ever fuck somebody who's reading a comic book? Same shit, tough on the ego, isn't it? But it does happen occasionally in life. So Mo humps Vern, and it looks so cute. I mean, it looks so cute. We took a picture of it and made a Christmas card out of it last year. Swearing my mother's tits, made a lovely card. Just put one word on it, peace. All you need. Yeah. Yeah. And we spelled it correctly, too. P-E-A-C-E. There'll be no cheap jokes on our Christmas cards. We sent that out last year, and shit, we lost a lot of friends on that. So Mo humps Vern. Getting back. So Mo humps Vern, and Vern's a cat, like I said, and we got two cats at home, Vern and Murphy. And we got them at the same time. Some years ago, they got into our lives the same week or something, and when we first got them, we had them neutered. You know neutered, that's a euphemism for go on, cut his nuts off. Well, we had it done because somebody said it helped something. Goddamn sure didn't help these cats, I'll tell you that. But we had it done, we had them fixed. That's another word for it. Fixed? Shit, it wasn't even broke, man. Oh, they broke now. Altered is another word for it. Nice people say that, don't they? We had them altered. Like a pair of pants or something. Yeah, take a little off the cuffs and cut his nuts off. And I'll be in on Tuesday. Well, whatever you want to call it, we had it done. We brought him into the vet's office and off came the nuts. We didn't keep them or nothing like that, you know. Although they do offer them to you, I must say that for them. Say, you want these? I say, nah, shit, what are you, fucking crazy? You keep them. You find something to do with them. Might make a nice pair of earrings for your wife out of them. In fact, if my math is not incorrect, you might get 2 pairs out of that lot. You keep the nuts, we'll take the cats. We go on home with the cats. Brought them home and they started growing up. Got to be about 6 years of age. And right about 6, Vern, and wouldn't you know too, Vern, the interesting cat. Vern developed a condition whereby his penis had to be removed surgically. Not a pleasant thought. But it happens quite a bit to these male cats if you feed them only dry cat food. Not good. You got to get some moist food in that diet every day or every other day. You got to have some balance in the diet because there is something in dry cat food that crystallizes in the urine, blocks the urethra, blocks that whole passageway, and pretty soon you're sitting in the vet's office and guess what? Off comes the dick. Vern will not get in the car with me at all anymore. He doesn't trust me at all because he doesn't know what's coming off next. He's walking around counting his feet and shit like that, praying to God he's still got something left hanging off of him. Such is the condition of the animals at our house. And because of it, we have a little riddle going around the family. What has 12 legs, 2 dicks, and 1 ball? And it's Murphy, Moe, and Vern. But you gotta be real close to the family to guess it on one try.